pose. But before you go there, go ahead and just right now hit play on that first song, Inspiration Drive. Spread your knees wide, stretch your arms forward, forehead onto the mat. So just trying to separate yourself from all the sounds in the background. Taking a really slow, deep inhale through your nose. And then open up your mouth, let it out. Pressing down into your palms, letting your body just move a little bit from side to side. And start to crawl your hands off the left side of the mat. I like to do these little pulses, almost like mini cows and cats, just up and down. And bringing the hands all the way around to the right. Sometimes just holding your body in one position isn't enough. Sometimes you need to add a little bit of movement, a little bit of pulsing, a little bit of energy flowing. And coming back through center, crawling hands onto thighs, letting the head roll around the top of the shoulders, creating a stretch in your neck. And then with a big inhale breath, reach your arms up and overhead. As you exhale, lean to the right side, right hand comes down, bending into the right elbow toward the right hip. Come to center, inhale, and exhale to the left, just switch. Left elbow, left hip. As you come to center, bring your knees together and twist to the right, bring left hand to outside of thigh. Lift the center of the chest. And once again, you can create little pulses if you like, bringing the chest up and down. Sometimes subtle little movement helps us gain deeper sensation. And then all the way around to the other side, little pulsing of the heart. And when you come to center, just cross your legs and bring your legs through, right leg's extending in front of you, left arm reaching up, reaching over to your right toe. And when you sit up, bring left hand behind you, push into the left shin, right arm overhead, hips come forward, right foot goes flat. And then go ahead and sit and switch. Right knee bends, left leg extends, reaching right hand toward left toe. Bringing right hand up and overhead, lifting hips, right shin presses. Reach left hand up and over. Good. When you come down, just cross your left ankle, come forward, tabletop, hands and knees. Take a moment, just move any way your body needs. Kind of checking in. This is where you get to explore and notice those areas, those places that are still a little tight, a little tense, maybe even sore from all the practicing you've been doing, right? And go ahead and curl your toes, hover your knees, press down into the hands, and move your mat forward as your hips go back, downward facing dog. Take a little walk, pedal it out, bend left, bend right. With an inhale, just glide forward into a plank. As you exhale, take it down all the way. But keep the thumbs in by the ribs, roll your shoulders back, pressing firmly into both hands. coming up into your first cobra. Let your hips and shoulders move a little bit. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Nice and active, pressing through the hands, drawing shoulders back. Feel your triceps wrap in towards your face. Just pulse your heels up and down. A little bit of a bounce, a bit of energy, release. Now bend both of your knees real deep and hop or step into a yogi squat. Feet come turned out, hands to heart. Let your body shift a little bit from side to side. Now bring your hands down, your heels go out, feet point forward, hang, grab your elbows, maybe sway. Bend the knees a little bit as you go from side to side. Always trying to just soften around the edges. Take some of the tension out. Take some of the stiffness out of the practice. Practice can get real stiff if we don't incorporate some dynamic movement. Reach the hands around behind and release the fingers, make a bind, and turn your shoulders left to right. Now pull yourself all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach up both hands. As you exhale over to the left side body stretch, slide the left hand down to the outer knee. Come to center, inhaling. Exhale over to the right. Coming back up to center, big inhale. And then let your arms go wide, lead with your heart, swan dive. Spin the heels in and reach the hands up. With an exhale, float back, chaturanga. Inhales, up dog or cobra. Exhales, down dog. Feel free to take those heels up and down. Now when you exhale, hop right into yogi squat. Inhale, bring hands hard. Exhale, hands down, heels out, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, rise. Exhale over to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, reach up. Take the arms wide. Exhale, lead with your heart. Yogi squats. Pivot the heels in, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down, shake it out. Bend those knees, hop it up. Inhale, hands hard. Exhale, hands down, heels out wide. Reverse the swan dive, inhale, rise. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it down. Bring the heels in, but this time, exit with a bakasana, kakasana, or crow. Knees to the back of the elbows. Big toes touch. Use your bandhas, pull belly in. Feel the pelvic floor lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, lift hips. Right leg, go ahead, lift. Bend knee, stack hip. Add some movement. Kick the leg out, circle the knee around. Try to spiral the right rib cage toward the floor. Now with an exhale, go knee to nose, rounding out your back as much as you can. Push strong into the hand. Inhale, right leg goes back. Now with an exhale, step to your right thumb, runner's lunge. Let the hips shift a little bit, front and back. Stay on your fingertips. Take an inhale, lift your chest and look up. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. Inward rotation of the left thigh. Now bend right knee nice and deep. Anjaneyasana, left foot to the mat, pressing flat, both arms reaching up. Exhale, chaturanga, palms flat, step back. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip. Move it around. Bring the left side of your chest down a bit. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, round the back, push down into the hands and rise on the tippy toe. Exhale, press it back. Exhale, step left thumb, runner's lunge. Forward and back, little shift. Tick, tock, tick, tock. On fingertips, inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, straighten front leg, right thigh spirals in, left kneecap lifts. Lowering down to the back knee, right foot firmly pressing down, Anjaneyasana, reaching up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. All right, so we want to get into a flow. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press. Exhale, step. On your fingertips, take a big inhale breath. Exhale, straighten front leg. Down onto the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. Left leg inhale. Exhale, first you go to the nose. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step left thumb. Fingertips, inhale, chest up. Exhale, straighten the leg. Lower to the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. Let's go 2 more rounds. Get into a meditative flow. Right leg inhale. Exhale to the nose. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, straight right leg. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, chaturanga. You're going at your own speed, and it's the pace of the breath. Exhale. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, step. Inhale, fingertip. Exhale, left leg straighten. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Let's go 1 more round, following your breath. Very straightforward, moving with intent. Just walking your hands to the back of your mat after you finish up the left side. We'll start traditional. Peace fingers go inside big toes. We'll take an inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, and then exhale, forward fold. Now, instead of crunching your shoulder blades towards the spine and into your neck, I want you to get the shoulder blades to spread. So bring your elbows toward the outer shins. Now press the inner thighs back. Big toes pressing into the fingers. And go ahead and release that. We're going to go Padahastasana, slide the hands under the feet. Let your toes come all the way to the wrist crease. Push down into the toes, then let the elbows bend. And once again, slightly bring the elbows toward the shins as the inner thighs press back. Release that. Keep your big toes exactly where they're at and bring your heels all the way together. Straighten your legs and fold. Now straighten out your feet. Keep your heels where they're at. Bring your big toes together. Fold forward once again. What you're noticing is a different sensation in the hamstrings. Hamstrings have 3 different muscles. So if we take the legs in different angles, we'll isolate some of those muscles, more specifically one of those 3. Good, straighten the feet, walk it forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, come forward, maybe even looking forward a little bit. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg, give it a lift. Now, when you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and lift it up toward the armpit. That's your exhale breath. Now, you're going to lift the right hand as you step your right foot down. Inhale, right hand up to right thigh. You're kind of leaning back. Now, when you exhale, you have 2 options. One, to slide that left leg all the way through, little breakdancer pose, or option number 2, crunch the knee behind the ankle. You pick. Good. Now with an inhale, step left foot back and reach up with the right hand. Expand, open wide. All right, watch my transition here, guys. As I exhale, the right hand comes down and I go into flying monkey. Left foot, you adapt to your body. So you might need to turn your knee and toe out a little bit. You might be on the ball of the foot like me. Left arm is going to reach out to the side. So a lot of awareness in the feet. The right toe is pointing up toward the ceiling. And I'm going to come into a side lunge twist. Watch real quick. I'm going to side lunge. Right foot turns in, left foot turns in, and then I replace and switch the hands. Now with an exhale, straighten the front right leg and fold forward. I like to reach that right arm underneath and go for the shoulder blades. Now with an inhale, bring the arms wide and rise. Exhale, warrior 2, front of the room. Drawing outer right hip crease back, allowing the shoulders to melt, but the arms to stretch. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Press through the big toe and down into the outer edge of back foot. One more big inhale breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, we're crunching to left tricep high onto the armpit. Now set your toes down and bring your hand to your thigh. Inhale. Next, exhale, slide the leg through or crunch the knee behind the calf. You're going to step it all the way back and inhale up with the left hand. And when I come around, my left hand goes down, left toes point up, flying monkey. Right foot, you might adjust, putting on the ball of the foot, turning it out 45 degrees. Now I'm going to replace my hand and pivot the feet in for side lunge twist. That was an inhale. We're going to exhale, bring left arm under the right, reaching for the shoulder blades on each side. Arms go wide, inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, warrior 2, facing the front. Draw the left hip back and get arms reaching front to back. Reversing triangle, pressing down through the front big toe and out through the outer edge of back foot. Inhale again. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. Let's do it 2 rounds. Right leg, inhale. Exhale to the tricep. Step. Inhale, right hand to the thigh. Exhale, slide it through or crunch it behind. Inhale, step and reach right arm up. Exhale all the way down and around, flying monkey. Inhale, side lunge, twist, right arm reaches. Exhale, cross it under, fold. Inhale, arms wide, rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale to the tricep. Step, inhale, breath, hand to thigh. Exhale, slide it through or crunch it behind. Inhale, step and reach up. Exhale, down and around to the right. Inhale, side lunge, twist, left hand reaches up. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. 1 more round. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, crunch. Step. Inhale, breath, hand to thigh. Exhale, slide. Inhale, step and reach up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale, cross underneath, folding. Inhale, arms wide, rise. Exhale. Reverse it, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhaling up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, tricep. Step, inhale, breath, hand to thigh. Exhale, slide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fly to the right. Inhale, side lunge, twist. Exhale, left arm under. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2 front. Reverse inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe you're outside listening to the wind blow. Probably not much of a wind if you're here in Arizona, though. Maybe a quiet breeze. So this practice at home that we're all doing, it's really actually a useful thing. It's teaching us to go inward, but this practice is definitely unique to each and every body. Eventually we'll come together in the same space, in the same place, but for now, we just learn to set our own space, create our own place to be practicing, to withdraw from all the distractions. I know there's dishes to do, clothes to wash, dogs to pet, but this teaches us just to be present. Self-care. Downward facing dog, if you're not there already. Right leg, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it through. Open up, warrior 2, take left hand behind your back. Now reverse your warrior, palm faces back. Bend nice and deep into front knee, but keep the outer edge of your back foot pressing firmly. Now extended side angle with the opposite arm extending, right arm extending forward, palm facing up, left shoulder drawing back. So you're pushing down through the back foot and you're kind of pulling back from the front heel. We really engage in the inner thighs. 1 more breath here, guys. Now reach your fingers out in front of your toes. Half wrap, half moon, Ardha Chandra. Make sure left foot is really active. Left leg is strong and straight. Begin to reach the left hand up, and you're going to use the left hand to pull your right fingertips off the ground. Floating your half moon. 3, 2, soft bend right knee, step all the way back, goddess stance, hands on thighs, make a little bit of movement from side to side, kind of roll your shoulders and shift the hips left to right. Maybe bring your heels up and down. Bring your arms out wide, go palms up. So practicing at home when you're alone, you're less likely to be concerned about what things look like, so you're allowed to get into your body and move in a way that feels nice. Staying in your goddess, staying strong, but adding movement if you like. Take a big inhale, rise all the way up. And then bending deep into left knee, we're gonna take a seated flying monkey. So come all the way down onto your right butt cheek. If you need a block, would go underneath the right hip. Modify it. Right hand, left ankle, left arm reaching. Watch my transition. I'm gonna try to use a little momentum. You might have to put one hand behind you to get up to lift your butt. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it all the way to the side, arms out wide. Toes come in a little bit, drawing the front ribs. Now all I'm gonna do is pivot my feet, right foot comes around, right hand down, left arm up, triangle pose. Make sure that right shoulder is rolling back, and then bring your left hip toward the left side of your mat. Reaching over top left hand, extend. Look up at your left palm. Bring your left hand down, pivot onto the ball of your back foot, but keep front leg straight. So you're on the ball of back foot, forehead towards shin, back heel lifts, right kneecap lifts, pulling up into the quadricep. All right, knee's gonna bend. Place your left hand down, extend right arm up to the sky. Rolling to the outer edge of your left foot. Take your right leg all the way over top, flip dog. Make sure right palm is facing down, shoulder over wrist. Now bring it around into a right side arm balance, and I like this staggered stance. I want you to start with a staggered stance. Don't have your feet stacked. Left foot on top of right, over staggered. So you're on the inner side of your left foot, outside of the right, stacking the shoulders and the hips, left arm reaches. Now press down into the right heel as the left leg floats up. Lift with your left heel, that's more of your outer glute, your butt. 3, 2, now bring left knee to your chest and step. All right, we're gonna grab a hold of the right knee as we rise. Okay, here's what you're gonna try. Grab the bottom of your foot with both hands. Now what we're gonna do is try and do a pistol squat. Now, I wanna show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna extend and bend all the way down. Now, listen, if you have the condition, it's not a condition, it's basically a shape of your legs, your hip joint, to where you can't have your thigh all the way into your chest, guess what? You're not gonna be able to keep your foot flat to do that. You're gonna have to modify. Either stay short here, keeping the foot flat, or coming up onto the ball of the foot, if you can do that. And you can always bring your hand to the mat, but see what you got going on there. Pistol squat. It's okay to be on the ball. It's okay to be on the fingertips. Now, good luck coming out of it. We're gonna come up, 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 and then bring the heel up toward the hip, right heel up toward the hip, and standing half lotus. Good, right hand's gonna reach around behind the back. Now, what this does is it tilts our pelvis forward. So if you imagine that your pelvis is a bowl of water energy. The water is the energy, the fluid energy. You don't want that pelvis to tilt forward like this. All the water spills out. We also don't want to over tuck and spill the water out the back. We want to keep that bowl of water nice and level. So when you're here and you're half wrap, you have to draw the lower belly in and engage the transverse abdominis to neutralize the pelvis. Keep that water energy stable. Good. Slide your left hand to your left hip. Bring your right palm to your right heel. Cup it. You can go for the outer edge of the foot from the inside of the foot though, and then extend it out to the side, maintaining that external rotation in your thigh. Good. Coming through center, cross ankle over thigh, figure four forward fold, fingertips to the mat. Take your left bicep and wrap it around the bottom of your right foot. Bow your head. What you'll do next is place the ball of your right foot on the outside of your left foot. So the sole of the right foot faces off the left side of the mat. Make sure you're real steady on the ball of the right foot. Step left foot all the way back. Come into a pigeon. So you might notice some familiar transitions from last week. What I like to do with my teaching, if you haven't noticed lately, is I like to blend things. So it kind of creates a nice little flow, picking up from where we left off, adding on, changing things up in subtle ways. Now take your left hand and reach across to the right corner of your mat as you bring your head down. Pressing through the top of the back foot as that left arm reaches out to the side. Slowly coming up. Left hand will reach back, grab. Right hand can stay down. Maybe you're taking the arms over your head. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Raja translating to royal, not just king, so it's royal pigeon. Maybe it's really a queen. Down dog splits. We're not quite done with it. We did all this preparation, side arm balancing, stretching hamstring, and opening the side body. So right knee is going to go to left elbow, back heel comes down to the ground, tuck the right knee to the chest, grab the outer edge of your right foot, extend, 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 get it over your head. Now, even if you're tight, right? Let's pretend you're super, super tight. You can still bring that foot down and come into half or full splits. If you got full splits, do it. Maybe just go into half splits. That's all right. Couple breaths here, guys. I like to pull the right leg bone back. It's almost like I'm just trying to move the leg bone, and the heel just gently draws back like half an inch. Bring the back knee forward a little bit. Hands to the front of the mat. Going down dog splits with the scissor jump switch. Watch. I'll go down dog split. I'm going to scissor my leg. Scissor chaturanga. All right? 1 foot at a time when you land. And then downward facing dog. Great job. Left leg up. Step left leg through. Open up, warrior two. Right hand's going behind the back. Turn up the left palm and reach back, reverse. Start now by pressing outer edge of back foot down. You should feel your right outer quadriceps super engaged. And keeping that left hand forward, extend, but keep reaching out. Your front foot is actually pulling back. So you're using your hamstring, there's a squeeze. Arch of back foot is lifting, left arm, keep reaching. 3, 2. Start to come forward onto the fingertips, right leg lifts, Ardha Chandra half moon. Right foot flexed, strong right leg. Right hand reaches and you use that right hand up, 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 up to pull your left hand off the mat, using your core. 3, Floating your moon. 2. Soft bend in knee, step back, goddess pose. All right, yogis. Go hands to heart. When life gets challenging, usually that's a mental challenge that we experience. We use this practice to gain strength, to help us deal with those challenging times. The challenges that usually arise from some sort of thought and mind or emotion from an experience that we have in our lives. So we want to really be able to take control of our reactions, take control of our emotions and how we respond to the thoughts and the experiences that we're going through. Learning just to contain, to restrain, to stay. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down to the right, seated flying monkey, so it becomes a gate pose. If you need to block underneath left sit bone, you can modify your legs. Right arm's coming over top. If you can, without using your hands, you're going to shift, toes turning in, arms spreading wide. What I'm going to do is just pivot my feet, left hand coming down to the outside, right arm reaching up, triangle trikonasana. Your right hip, move it to the right a little bit. Top arm coming forward, Tita extended. Pressing through the back foot. Look up at the right hand and just bring the right hand down as you pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Left kneecap's gonna lift, left kneecap lifts. Back heel comes a little bit higher, forward, fold, forehead hanging down. And then bending left knee. Right hand goes down, left arm's reaching. Roll to the outer edge of your back foot, step over top, flip dog, wild thing. Turn left palm down toward the ground. Now, as you bring it around, left hand down, go to the inner right foot and outer left. So your right foot is staggered in front of the left foot. Right arm is up, shoulder is over wrist. You can bring the left hip forward a little bit. Now, to make it more challenging, your left heel presses down, your right heel lifts up. 3, 2, knee to chest, take a step. All right, grab a hold of left knee as you rise. All right, so we're trying that pistol squat, just recognizing that you may not have the ability to keep your feet flat and have your knees tucked in like me. Like I can fit into a box, right? That's not everyone's anatomy. What'll happen sometimes is you'll get to this point and it feels like you can't go any lower, and the only thing you can do is come up onto the heels. That's just the shape of the legs. The other option is that the knee would have to go out to the side to make that space, right? So you're gonna do what you can here. Go in for your pistol squat. Just recognizing your anatomy might stop you right there, and that's fine. You might have to go on the ball of the foot, see if you can balance like that. Ooh. Or maybe you're flat. All right, hardest part, coming back up, up, up. Grab the heel and bring it up to the crease of the hip. So you've got the half lotus, maybe you're binding it. Notice how your pelvis, the hip points tilt forward. That's an anterior pelvic tilt. You want to pull the hips up, draw the lower belly in, activate the transverse abdominis. We're gonna go right hand, right hip, left hand, you're gonna grab the heel. So I slide it out to the side. The reason I do that is to maintain the external rotation in the thigh. Nice, guys. Come back around to center, cross the ankle, figure four, forward fold, fingertips to the mat. Wrap the bottom of your right foot with your right bicep. Bottom of your left foot with the right bicep. Now you're gonna step the left foot down, ball the foot on the ground, big toe and pinky toe, sole facing out. Now step the right foot all the way back into your pigeon. Crawl your right arm out to the left corner of your mat, rest on your head. Keep the right foot pressing down. Coming on up, right hand's reaching back for right foot grab. Maybe you're grabbing with both hands, the royal pigeon. Hands to the mat. Not quite done. Got to get to our peak. Left leg lifts. This is Vishvamikshasana from the inside. Bring the elbow, knee to elbow, and then grab the knee and pull it to your chest. The reason I do that, if you want to see, is because if I don't grab the knee, I reach down and my hips are low, and then I've got this low version of that. But when I pull up, 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 I get my hips up, and then I can keep it tucked and bring it nice and high. Eventually, half or full splits, whatever you got. And almost without moving the front heel, just draw the left hip crease back. Down dog splits. When you jump, you switch, scissoring the legs. Scissor, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. We did some great side body stretch, so let's utilize that. The side body is the lats. So let's come into a dolphin pose, palms flat. You can also do prayer hands, fingers interlaced. You want to hug the elbows in, curl the toes, lift the hips, press the chest back toward the thigh. Now you're looking straight down, not forward. If you look forward, your shoulders come forward, you get misaligned. So look straight down at the ground, take one leg up, a little jump. And when you jump, I want you to think about pressing the elbows down and forward into the mat so your chest moves back. So again, when I jump, I push down into my elbows and push my heart through to the back of the mat, keeping the legs in a split so I don't flip, more of an L position. Okay, go ahead and play with it a little bit. We're gonna meet on our back, going through a couple back bends, getting some energy for our day. For those long walks you're gonna take, for your bike rides, for being stuck on a computer online. Get some of the energy out. Press the feet down, lift your hips, bridge, 1 of 3. Take a quick rest, a moment to reset. And then go deeper into your back bend. Round 2, here we go. Bridge upward bow. Take another breath to rest. And then we'll come up one more time. Bridge your upward facing bow. When you rest, soles of the feet will come together, the knees will spread wide. All right, bring your knees together. Extend your left leg forward. Hug your right knee to your chest. Take your leg out to the side, twist. Following up with our twisting practice from last week, you can extend the right leg out, reach and grab, maybe bend the left knee, reach down, grab that. Try to keep the right shoulder blade down on the mat. Come around, we'll switch. Left leg crosses. Bringing the knee up and maybe extending the leg out. Maybe bending the bottom knee, grabbing with the left hand, keeping the left shoulder blade down on the ground. Coming around to center. Happy baby. Pressing lower back down. Extend your legs out. You can reach for the insides of your feet. We'll come up through a seat. Bound angle pose. Grab a hold of the front of your feet. Pull forward over your toe. When you sit up, you're going to set your left foot flat and bring your left foot back behind you. So you're in Bharadvajasana. And we did a lot of external rotation of the hip last week and a little bit today. So if you have half lotus, you can go half lotus, reaching around for the bind. Left hand places on right thigh. Otherwise, the foot just stays inside the thigh. That's fine. Keeping the left sit bone pressing down. Now release the bind. Bring your right forearm back. Let your right foot come down onto the mat inside. Left arm comes over your head. Press your left hip point forward. And then maybe lift all the way up. Good, come on up. Swivel your feet the other direction, seated. If you have a half lotus, without any pain in the knee. So if your knee is not on the ground, you don't have half lotus. You have a knee injury waiting to happen or an ankle injury. So don't force things. Just go to the sole, the inner thigh. Otherwise, if you have the knee down, you can reach around, go for the bind. Try to get the right sit bone as close to the ground as you can. And releasing from the bind, slide the foot to the inner thigh. Bring your left forearm down behind, right arm overhead. Your right hip point is pushing forward. Some of you might actually lift the hips all the way up. Coming back up to center. Both legs to the front, big toes touch. Let's get those thighs to spiral in now. So hug your knees inward and draw your sits bones back one at a time. Get nice and long, fold forward. Try to keep your thighs spiraling in like your kneecaps are trying to kiss. We'll roll back into a plow. Either the balls of the feet down or the toenails touching the ground. Shoulder stand will be next. You can always go legs at the wall, lying your back flat. Ashton H, I hope you found a wall in your space because I know you like to do legs up the wall. Eventually you'll bend your knees, maybe around your ears or maybe just feet flat. Extending the legs out wide, letting your feet just fall down to each side. Just taking a moment to notice the parts of your body, the bony surfaces of the body that are touching the earth. Maybe your elbows, your knuckles, your heels, your tailbone. And allow your body to just soften around those points. So every pose, every flow, every breath was for this. It was just preparation for this lying meditation of stillness, of peace, of rest, which we all desperately need. So you're welcome to stay for the next 30 minutes. It's a nice long song. It's set to 432 hertz, which is good for the body on a cellular level, for brain wave activation and calming. So please stay and enjoy as long as you can. I'll bring our practice to a close with the chant of Om.